Hey guys, I know I haven't done a video in a really long time when it deals with my readings, but here we go, back to Old Friends and New Love, Jeff the Killer love story. Sorry I made y'all wait so long. And in the case y'all already went on my quote tab and read it, good to know, and thanks. Follow me anytime on there, and let's get this going. Chapter 11. She's gone, / time to finish what I started. Sally, it's now or never, Smile, I said, walking up to my house. I went in through the back. Smile and I crept in. We carefully walked up the stairs, trying not to make a noise. Smile, guard my room, I have to get a few things, I whispered, petting him. He stayed at my door. I walked in. I grabbed a few more clothes, my laptop, and my video game consoles. And my games. Okay, time to go, I said, walking past Smile and down the stairs. Smile was behind me. I kept turning around to make sure my father wasn't there. At the bottom of the stairs, we rounded the corner to all of a sudden hear my father start down the stairs. We didn't have enough time to get out of the house, so instead I ran to the kitchen, dropped my bag, and pulled out Charles. I rested my soul in Charles, and my lifeless body grabbed the sharpest knife in the kitchen. Smile, protect Charles at all costs, my lifeless body told him. My body rises to see my father entering the kitchen. You whore, what are you doing here? My father shouts. My body runs forward, knocking him down onto the floor. I'm done with you, it screams, slashing and tearing the knife through his skin. You unforgivable bastard. You put me through all this hell ever since you killed Mom and blamed it on me. Fucking hate you. You always find a way to ruin my life. The only way I'll be happy is to see you dead. My screaming body. I screamed, slitting his throat. My body walked over to Charles, and my soul re-entered my body. Blood was everywhere. I have all my stuff, I said, grabbing my favorite picture of me and my mama and putting it into my bag. I'm done and forgetting this house, I said, spilling all the alcohol all over the house and to the outside. I'm done, Smile, I said, as we walked out. I threw my lighter onto the alcohol, walking into the woods as the fire spread in my house. Back at the party! Everyone started freaking out. Where is Sally and Smile? Rake yelled out. The others turned to him and started looking around. Ben had a scared look. He knew where she went. He said nothing, but he ran off the same way her and Smile did before. Ben, where the fuck are you going? Jeff yelled out. Sally! Ben yelled out, still running, but in return he found nothing. So instead he returned to the party and sat on the ground. Back to Sally and Smile. Hold on, guys. I'll read this part in a minute. I got a notification. I don't care. Okay, back to the story. Back to Sally and Smile. We walked down the path, finally getting back to where the clearing was. We saw no one. That's odd. Where is everybody? I said, looking around. I guess I should just go home then, I said, turning around. Me and Smile finally got back to the house. Ben was in the living room. Hey, Ben, I called out. He looked up and ran to me. You're back! You're back! He called out happily, but soon backed off to see blood on me. What happened? He asked. Nothing really, I'm okay. This blood isn't mine, I promise, I said, walking up the stairs with my stuff. I put my stuff in my room, came back down with my consoles and games. But Ben wasn't there anymore. Weird, I whispered, so I placed them on the floor, walked back up the stairs to get a few things. I came back down, went to the kitchen, no one was in there. Good, they would flip if they seen this. I made me a drink. I wasn't old enough to, but I really didn't care. It was a mixture of blueberry vodka, my favorite, and strawberry vodka. Don't ask, I've always loved it. I took my cigarette out. Time to relax and forget, I said, stepping outside. I sat outside, sipping my vodka and taking long drags on my cigarette. No one bugged me for the rest of the night. I ended up falling asleep outside and didn't even know it. 12. A secret from the past. Sally. Hey, are you okay? A voice called out. I woke up to see a boy with brown hair and green eyes looking at me. Yeah, I'm fine, I told him. But you have blood all over you. He looked at me weird. I looked down. Well, you're right at that point, I said, getting up, giggling. And who are you? I asked. Well, I'm Lou, he told me. I gasped. No wonder you're here, I commented. Oh, and I'm Sally. I told him, walking in the house. We continued to talk. Everyone looked at us weird. Sally? Is that a friend of yours? Slender asked. Yeah. I told him Lou didn't want me to tell them who he really is. Hell, he shouldn't be there right now anyways. But he needed to talk to Jeff. So, where's Jeff at? He asked nervously. To be honest, I don't know. And why are you so nervous? I asked. I'm sorry. I'm always like that, sorry. He told me ever since the accident. I commented. He nodded. You have no reason to be sorry then, I told him and grabbed him in a hug. I'll take you to Jeff's room, I said, walking up the stairs to see a broken, kind of run-down door. This is it, he said as I opened the door. Hey, Jeffy, there's someone here to talk to you, I said, walking in. What the hell are you talking about, kid? Jeff commented, turning around. And why are you covered in blood? He yelled. I'll explain that later, Jeff, and here, I said, opening the door a little more to show Lou standing beside me. Jeff went into shock at the sight of his brother. Jeffy, please wake up, please. Please wake up, I whispered, holding Jeff in my lap and Lou sitting on his bed. 13. What the hell? Sally's point of view. Jeffy, come on, wake up, I said, shaking him slightly. A sigh in frustration. Hey, Sally, what's wrong? I heard Jeff call out below me with a confused look under his permanent cut smile. Well, someone needs to talk to you before you look up. Promise me. You will not pass out again or kill him, I told him, kind of yelling. I promise, he said with a boring tone. If I have to, I will kill you, Jeffy. Remember that, I told him. He had a look on his face. He knew I could. I almost did it once before. Yeah, I remember, he said, getting up. I ran over to Lou just in case. He looked at Lou. Jeff's point of view. I passed out to hear Sally smile. Then she told me, I passed out to hear Sally sigh. Then she told me that. Who is here? I leaned up and she runs to him. Lou? I whispered. I didn't kill him that night. I couldn't bring myself to it. Yeah, I killed my parents, but they lied to me. And Lou took the rap for me even though it was my fault. Lou was my only actual friend. What the hell are you doing here? I said, trying to not let my voice crack. But I even heard it. It did crack. I ran over to him. Sally jumped, I guess, thinking I was going to do something. But I paid no mind to her and grabbed Lou in a hug, tears falling down my face. I couldn't stay strong. I heard a gasp at the door. I look up and see Slenderman, Ben, Smile, Hoodie, Masky Jack. All of them. I turned back to Lou. I'm so sorry, brother, I tell him, and hugged him once again. Lou sighs. It's okay. But I was wondering if I could stay with you guys for a little while, now that I finally found it. It seriously took me years to find you, he told me. I heard yells again before everything went black. Sally's point of view. Not again. Jeff! I yelled as he fell back to the floor. I ran back to him. Everyone out. I've got him, I said. Everyone left, including Lou. I was stronger than I looked. I lifted Jeff over my shoulder and pulled him onto the bed. I covered him up and laid his head on what he had that looked like a pillow. I love you, Jeffy, I said, leaning down and kissing him. Jeff's point of view. I blacked out again, but when I came back, something was touching my face. I didn't move, but heard Sally tell me she loves me, and then she kissed me. I stayed like the way I was until she walked out. I leaned up slowly with a bigger smile on my cheeks. My cheeks started to bleed. Oh well, I whispered and laid back down. I had a nightmare. Jeff's point of view. I laid back down and apparently fell asleep. I woke up to someone cuddled into me. I looked to see Sally asleep in my bed. I slightly shook her to see if she would wake up. All she did was make cute little noises and rolled over. She was so cute. I couldn't help but stare at her. I guess she could feel me looking at her, and without opening her eyes, she said, "Go back to sleep, Jeffy," in that little kid tone. I jumped slightly when I heard her. She rolled back over, and I laid back down and wrapped my arms around her. I awoke to see her not in my room. She was gone, or was she even there? I got up, stretched, and walked out of my room to see Sally running around and playing with Smile. Ben was playing the new video game Sally brought with Lou. God damn. She had a lot of fucking games. Everyone must have been in the room, but someone was in the shower. Honestly, I didn't know who it was, so I asked Ben. Ben, who's in the shower? Masky, why? Ben asked. No reason, I said, walking back upstairs. I slowly crept into the shower and grabbed Masky's clothes and mask. I quickly ran out the door, slamming it. What the hell? Everyone heard someone yell in the shower. I hid his clothes and put his mask on. Who took my clothes? Masky yelled out, opening the door, only to see me run down the stairs. Look, everyone, I'm Masky. I like to scare the shit out of unknown people and make out with Hoodie. I swear he's the best, Jeff said, yelling around the house, and Masky chased him. Ah, what the fuck, Jeff? Give me my clothes back. I heard Masky yell behind me. I heard Sally laughing along with Ben and Lou. The rake came in the house and said, what the fuck? Hoodie hid in his room. Eyeless Jack was nowhere to be found, like usual. And I was picked up by the one and only tentacled creature in the house. Give him back his stuff, Jeff, Slenderman said. Looks like the fun's over, he said, handing Masky his mask and telling him where his clothes were. I walked up to Sally afterwards. Hey, can I talk to you about something? I asked. Yeah, she said, standing up and coming with me to my room. We sat on the bed and I rubbed the back of my neck. Why were you in my room earlier? I asked. She looked at me. Oh, I had a nightmare. She giggled and ran off. Before she could leave, I grabbed her arm and pulled her to me. A soft gasp escaped her lips as she said, Jeffy. I shushed her with a kiss on her soft lips. It's okay. If you ever need anyone, never forget you can come to me, I whispered in her ear, hugging her. We stayed like that for a few moments longer, then we laid on the bed watching TV, cuddling. Well, at least till there was a knock at the door. The knock continued. What? I yelled out. What are you guys doing up here? It's been an hour, Lou called out, opening the door. We weren't doing anything. I was talking to her, and afterward she told me she was tired, so I let her fall asleep on sleep in my bed as I watched TV. I told him, sort of stretching out the truth. Oh, okay. You know, if I didn't know any better, I thought you loved her. I thought you were Oh, okay. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought you were trying to get Sally or something like that. I heard Lou say, walking out. I didn't pay any mind to it. Instead, I laid back down thinking, damn. It's been an hour already? Oh well. I looked over to Sally, curled up in a ball. You are so cute, love. I whispered, trying not to wake her up. I slightly stroked her cheek to see her open her eyes and look at me. I love you, Jeffy, she said, turning over and cuddling back into him, falling back to sleep. Okay, last chapter, guys, because this thing has been going for 15 minutes and I don't want to drag it out any longer than I already have. I'll do another reading on this sometime soon. Well, hell, I might just stop it now and I'll continue at 15 later because I've only got 19 chapters, so, and I need to finish it. And one of those chapters I cannot read, which is chapter 18. It has too much explicit content in a way, well, as much as you can actually write. And I'm going to skip that chapter, and I'm going to stop with chapter 14 like how I just done. And then in my next video, I will read from 15 to 19, skipping 18. And I will also be doing another one of my stories that I've written so far, which is Her Knife and His Heart. Hope you guys like it, and that will soon be up. Bye!